Hello everyone, welcome. How are we? Hope you're good. It's a little bit chilly where I am, I'll tell you that. It feels a bit chilly. Wednesday evening, there's some football on the telly. Maybe slightly distracted as we go through. There's a Liverpool versus Sunderland game on. So just going to keep my eyes on that while we stream. But the main thing, of course, we need to look at, the biggest problem I've got at the minute with Darlington is we've had 12 draws so far this season, more than any club in the league. And that means we're 8 points away from the playoffs. There's about 15, 16 games to go. So we're not out of the playoff mix if we can start turning those draws into wins. And that's what we're hoping for tonight. We're hoping to start picking up 3 points rather than no points. So let's have a little look, shall we? Let's see how we get on. Fingers crossed we can have a little bit of is it a final playoff push? I don't know. Let's have a push for the playoffs. Let's do it. Welcome. Hello, everybody. Hope you're good. Welcome in. Rich, you're right. Halftime 0-0. We're doing all right, aren't we? We're holding our own. Well, I say holding our own. Like, just been talking to Mrs. J about that, and she's like, it's a bit scrappy. Neither team look like they're going to score. And then she's like, oh, yeah, we've just hit the post. She means there was Liverpool. But she doesn't like Brobby. She's like, he's a fucking handful, isn't he? He's a handful. I was like, yeah, he's a handful. He's a strong player. So that looks like a good battle, him and Canate up top. Twitter's not working for me, Chris. So maybe I don't know. I spotted that. There's no we've gone live tweet from TJ. So that's part of it. I don't really know. Tim, have we won the league yet? Well, it's interesting you should ask that question, Tim, because the answer, unfortunately, at the minute is no. But we saved it for when you came back. We figured it was only fair. Yeah. Never wanted a yellow card so much for Xhaka and Sadiki. Look, even if they don't get a yellow card, just rest them against Man City. Or just go and beat the Mags without them. Do you know what I mean? Go and beat the Mags without them. Like, they're the ones that are concerned about playing us, not the other way around. Like, let them have their cup final against Sunderland. For us, it's just another match. Yeah. I hate Derby Day. So much. So much. It's the worst. Evening, Ben Cage. Welcome, Nate. Nice to see you. Hope you're good. It's a pleasure to have you. Chris is here, obviously hoping for another 95th minute Romero overhead kick. I mean, that was a joy to watch last night, wasn't it? As Ramsdale watched it travel past him at 0.000001 mile per hour. That was quite good. FM Groundhopper's in. Fraser's in. Yeah, it is always chilly up north. You're right, Fraser. Rougeau's here. Ian's here. Luffy's in, of course. Welcome to everyone on YouTube. Everyone is chilling in the background as well. It's a pleasure to have you all here. As we say, this is the situation, right? Okay, we are currently I think, does our position look worse than it really is? We're 13th, okay? 42 points. Hereford are in 7th with 50 points, and they've got a game in hand. Now, that's 8 points to make up, but look how tight it is here. 42, 43, 43, 44, 45, 50, 50, 52, 54. It is tight, and then even beneath us, Southport, 41, 40, 39. Like, it's only once you get to 17, there's a bit of daylight. So it's a tough one. It's a tough one this season. If you break into the actual proper league table here, you will see, here's the problem. 12 draws, right? 12 draws. No one else has drawn 12 matches, okay? We've only lost 8. So in the top half of the table, the only teams that have lost less than us are Kidderminster, Chester, Scunthorpe, Buxton, and Chelmsford. That's the top 5 teams are the only teams that have lost less games than us all season. But nobody else in the league has drawn as many as we have. So if we could actually win, we'd be up there. We've only scored 5 goals less than Chester, 6 goals less than Kidderminster. Do you know what I mean? Things aren't as bad as they seem, but we're just lacking that tiny little cutting edge. And it's those margins, isn't it? Those tiny margins that are going to make all the difference as it comes towards the end of the season, and it's going to decide on whether or not we get in the playoffs or whether we miss out. Big moment, of course, in the the last stream was Ben Brooks getting himself sent off in the FA Trophy. Nice touch. Really big fan of that. Watching him just decide, you know what, now is the time to get myself a bit of a suspension. Loved that. That was a nice touch. Let's maybe put Jimmer back at left back, and we'll put Headley back in at right back. So that's going to be something we have to consider. Yeah. We need someone who comes in on 70 minutes and scores the winner. That's what we need, isn't it? We need we either need to get Mortimer back on the pitch and get him scoring those goals, or Nelson. Campbell's there. Like, is he going to get the goals? We've got Maskell's got 10 for us this season. He's our top goal scorer. We've managed to lock down Ntambwe. We thought he was off to Portsmouth at one point. Didn't. Managed to get him held in. That was brilliant. So that's really, really interesting. We brought in Ricky Aguiar from York on a free transfer. So we've got some players. We just need that extra little bit of quality. And as you say, just that someone who's reliable. You can just turn and go, right, they'll do it. They'll do the job for us. We're looking at Omar Bogle, looking at Shamalo, this 6'4" Congolese striker. 17 for jumping reach, but not much else. I don't really know. I don't know. Lama's in the chat though. Lama knows. If we don't know, Lama will know. Lama, how are you, my friend? Hope you're good. A pleasure having you in. There's Kane Drummond. He's got a bit of pace. He's a winger, but we don't play with wide players, so maybe he's not the answer. Is this guy? Is Sam Burns the answer? Reasonably quick, not really great at finishing, not really great off the ball. Don't really know if he is the answer, to be honest. He scored goals in the lower leagues. Whether that's going to mean he can make the step up, don't know. As I say, Omar Bogle historically has been decent enough, but in 33 years old, we've already done that before with Leroy Lita, and that wasn't quite enough to get us over the line. We've got Addis Adore. There's nothing really there, is there? These are players we got on trial just to see if they can be the difference maker. Amethika in on the follow. Appreciate that. Very, very kind. Thank you for being here. Hope you're well. Appreciate you joining the team. Lama is very well, thank you. Looking forward to an evening of TJ-ness. Yes, that's right. It's part of the family-ness. That's where I am. Should say as well, you may have already been aware of it. In fact, you've heard me talking about the path to Twitch partner. I'm on the hunt. My application is in. It's being considered. Lama, I believe, is very, very, very close to being able to put his application in as well. So if you can make the time to jump in his stream tomorrow, Lama. Tomorrow, do you do Friday as well? Maybe let us know your streaming times, Lama, because we could do with getting the team into your stream and keep those numbers high, because we'd love to see Lama be able to get in and put his application in as well. Friday at midday. There we go. That's the one. I'm not teaching on Friday, so I'll be in the stream as well, having a watch along and joining on the chat. It's always good fun being in there. I've been teaching this week, so I've not been able to pop in and see during the week, but I will be able to have a little watch of Lama over lunchtime, and then we've got a podcast to record in the afternoon, so that'll be fun. I'm very, very, very much looking forward to that, and hopefully that'll be enough numbers to get Lama up and over the line. Can we check Wonder Kids? No, we don't check Wonder Kids. We're in the National League North. We haven't got Wonder Kids. We've got 41-year-old journeyman strikers. That's what we've got. Also as well, it just slows everything down doing Wonder Kid checks. So you know what, it's not really our vibe, I'm afraid. Ametica. Plus as well, if they're great, then surely obviously everyone knows that they're great. Marcus Kuam. Looking at players that have been recommended by the scouts. Now, of course, this is a concern because we're going to have to try and go on what the scouts say. So we're trusting their abilities to judge players. Josh Ayres, there's no real pace with him, but there is 16 for jumping reach and 14 for finishing. That's not bad. That's not bad at all, is it? But he hasn't been scoring goals, though. He is 6'6", exactly. There's a reason he's on the shortlist, isn't it? How's the tactic going? Have we tweaked or kept with the system? To be honest, Lama, I'm not... Well, we've not played any matches yet tonight, so I can't really remember what we've done. We might have done a little bit of tweaking with it. We might have just hoped for things to work out for the best. That feels kind of like how I would do it, really, a little bit. You know, just hit and hope. Tactics FM in on the follow. Appreciate that. And let's get a little douse of water, shall we? Got Sassy in the YouTube comments saying there are no Wonder Kids in the National League. There are no Wonder Kids in the National League, and we're in the National League North, so there's definitely none there. Yeah. So that's something that we can't get. None of the top managers can remember if they've ever changed their tactic. I believe that's true. I believe that people just go, did you change the tactic? I don't know. I've got no idea. You know, this is for everyone else to look at, isn't it? Ben Farrer's got a bit of pace about him. Can he finish? Maybe. Don't know. He's at York, so that's local enough for me. Pretty sure that Tom cleverly forgets his tactic every week. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe that's what I need to do. Yeah. Kwa Foy, a 5'7", 19-year-old Brazilian from South Shields. That's a sentence that nobody's ever said before. Finishing of 12 to 18. Some sort of little fox in the box, is he? 30 to 50 quid a week. And he's out of contract at the end of the season. I mean, this sounds like a fun player to sign anyway. Really, doesn't it? Villa have gone from 2-0 down to 4-2 up, by the way, against Brighton. Hey, who thought that was going to happen? Probably their owner, am I right? Boom! It's a joke about the fact that he's involved in a massive betting scandal. So, yeah, that's an interesting one, that, isn't it? I'm still having a little nosy about, see if there's anybody here that looks like they might be half decent to loan in, possibly. Sam Tomlinson from Buxton doesn't quite look good enough. He'd be forced to resign, I assume. I imagine so. But this is football, so who knows? Because football, as you know, is different to everything in real life, innit? So it's different to all business. It's different to all levels of morality. So yeah, that's things that get done, isn't it? Who knows? When can you cash channel points in? Good question, actually, Fraser. I've not really done the channel points redemptions for new gens and stuff. I've kind of ignored it, so I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the new gen renaming. And who did I discuss this with? I think I discussed it with someone recently, and it was I think it's because I'd said, I don't like the idea when like my game changes. I'm just like, no, my game's a bit different. So I don't know. I haven't thought about that yet. Let's have a little think on it, shall we? The United City FM is in though. Evening, sir. How are we? Welcome. Pleasure to have you in. Have you ever thought about doing stand-up comedy? No, surely not. They wouldn't let me do stand-up comedy, would they? Would they, Kev? There must be some sort of either audition process or some sort of levels to those sorts of things. But yeah, not sure. I disabled a lot of point redeems because there were things we didn't want. There you go. See, Rugio knows what we're doing. Can I vote for Dave Strock of Ika's son? Yeah. What are we voting him for? Tim, is he in I'm a Celebrity or something? Because we're not doing renamings and stuff. That's just ruins my game a little bit. Brighton have scored again. It's 5. There's a 4-3 now. 5-3, 4-3. Also, as well, what was with that Man City game last night? This is a lot of football talk early on, and I apologise for this, by the way. I turned up to play 5-a-side, dads v dads. It was 5-1 Man City, and when we finished, it was 5-4, and I was like, something gone down there. I mean, we only conceded 1 goal to Fulham, so very interesting. Yeah, and obviously Liverpool have now got Salah on because they are, clearly concerned, I'm guessing. Brooks has been given a further 2-match ban. You know what? I'm appealing it. It was stupid what he did, but I don't think he deserves a 3-match ban. Surely, Big Marv isn't going to join us. What do we think about Shamalo? I mean, that finishing's not very good, is it? I need to just ignore that. Llama, my top channel points redeem is for 1 million points. If someone redeems it, I'll adopt a llama at Llama Sanctuary. 1 million points seems unobtainable when I say it, but some people are a third of the way there. This is the thing, isn't it? Like when you start saying stuff, you're like, no one's going to do this, and all of a sudden it's like, that might happen. And then, the next thing you know, you own a llama. Kev says, though, if I know a TJ stream, I'm sure by the end of it, you will have balanced the football talk with some utter chaos. Kev, I'm hoping by about 9:30, I've balanced that out. Shamalo is tall. That's it. Yeah, that's about it, isn't it, really? That's sort of literally all we have to go on at this moment in time. Evening, Crocky. Nice to see you, buddy. Hope you're good. Welcome in, llama. I'm going to end up adopting 6 llamas at approximately the same time. It's going to cost a fortune. Great for the Twitch partner application, though, llama. But look, this is how dedicated to Twitch I am. I've adopted animals. Is that tax deductible? It might be, possibly. Not sure. So here's what we are then in terms of our tactic. Llama was talking about it before. This 4-4-2 diamond that we're currently playing. It is counter-attacking. We have moved our wing backs back slightly because they were potentially too high up, which I find bizarre given the fact that they were in possession. I wanted them high up, but then out of possession they just seemingly forgot what they had to do. So I don't know whether that was part of the problem or not. Maybe it was the control possession was the concern. Maybe it's the fact that our players aren't actually that good. Maybe that was the problem. There's loads of potential ifs, buts, and maybes. But we are still lacking a little bit, as I say. We're lacking some pace, we're lacking some power, and we're lacking that little bit of quality. At the back, we've got Toby Lees, who's fine, he's the captain, but acceleration of 9's not really great. Jumping reach of 11. We could swap him out for Butler, but Butler's got acceleration of 7. I mean, he's got jumping reach of 15, which is better. We've got, Big Willie Thornton there. He's got jumping reach of 12, but then he's got acceleration of 6. So that's not really very good. But, he's got leadership now. So I don't know. It's going to be another summer of recruitment, I think, is where we're at. That's where I am. So let's go with it. Merthyr, are our opponents tonight. Let's see how we get on. Evening, Dan. Pleasure to see you. Hope you're well, my friend. It's nice to have you in. Hope life is treating you good. So off we go then. First match of the evening. Merthyr up against Darlington. They've switched from their 4-2-3-1 to 4-3-3. And in their form standards, they're currently 22nd. We're 4th. Wow, okay. Let's keep that good run going then, shall we? Because as you know, form is everything. Yeah? Form is everything. Class, that can go out the window. It all comes down to form. So hopefully we can do something here. Are we winning this one? I believe we are. Merthyr 11th and we're 13th. So yeah, why not? Let's win this one, shall we? Let's start the stream off on a winning mentality. So we are wearing our blue and black away kit. And the Merthyr manager is a darts player by the looks of it. So that's an interesting look. Jimmy tries to go down the line, and that's the end of that highlight. So that's cool. Control. Oh, this is the issue I've still got since the update. Control down the line. Jimmy. I'll change after this highlight. Jimmy floats it in. Aguiar! We have no problems. We've taken the lead. Get in. Ricky Aguiar. What a cross that is from Jimmy. Jimmy down the line. Look at that ball. Aguiar cuts across everybody. I mean, that is an unnatural flight path, isn't it? From a central midfielder. Going, I'm just going to bomb directly across everybody. But what a great goal. What a great goal. And yeah, since the update, my game defaults to 1 times speed at the minute. And also it loads me up in narrow format, which is really weird. Ooh, that's a decent hit. That's gone close as well, hasn't it? Set the tactic to Catenaccio. I believe so. I believe it's the in possession is 11 players on the line, and out of possession is 12 players on the line. Yeah, that's where we're at with that one. Oxlow, is there a lot of rain in FM26, or is it just me? There's so much rain. So much rain. Honestly, it's like, it's ridiculous. You know, it's absolutely ridiculous. Scuds has asked, is that Cantral who starts at Alfreton? That's the one. That's the one. And Lund as well. Lund from Alfreton also. So 2 Alfreton lads in midfield holding down the fort for us. And to show how tight this is, even though we've taken the lead, oh, actually, we jump up to 10th if we can hold on and if scores stay as they are at this point. They are 2 big ifs, of course. It's like Noah's Ark. that's you know what? It's a fair assessment, that, to be honest, Matt. Fair assessment. Look at this. We are flying here. 10 shots. 5 on target. Merthyr have only had 2. We're not having much of the ball because we are playing counter-attacking, as we know, but here they come now. This is where they get their equaliser. Right before half-time. Literally right before half-time. In added time. Oh. Great tackle by Lees. He's got the ball, ref. He's got the ball. What a tackle that was. Toby Lees. Incredible. Love that. That was a great first half display. Really, really good. And Tambwe is looking aggressive, which is interesting. I have to bring him off potentially in the second half. You can't see that behind my head, but trust me, it does say that. See? Look, there you go. Not lying. And Tambwe looking aggressive. Everybody else, though, seems like they're playing okay. Maybe our strikers, Maskell's on a 6-4. Maybe a question mark over there, possibly. Jesse Nelson's maybe going to get warmed up. Adam Campbell's maybe going to get warmed up. So, yeah, I think stick as it is for now. And then see what happens, because, I mean, they're going to change their mentality, surely. But I think if we can just sit and hold that counter-attacking shape, and as long as it keeps working for us, then I think it's foolish to make too many changes at this point. Fiery Chariot's got sunshine in their game. My word. I think we've probably only seen about 2 or 3 matches where there's not been rain or snow. Like, for no weather, it's been hardly anything. It's been monsoon season in Darlington. Oh, that's a ball at the top. Goalkeeper's not come. Now, who's to blame there? Is that the defender's fault, or is that the goalkeeper's fault? Or is it a bit of both? Or is it just a great ball? It's a brilliant ball. Defender steps off. Do you know what? It's actually pretty decent. It's a decent finish. Right, let's make a change or two. Aguiar's starting to tire, but so is Lund. Lund's motivated now, but Will Smith's on a yellow card. So, what do we reckon? Do we get an extra defensive midfielder? Do we put Hatfield in for Lund, and then maybe Nelson for Smith? Do that, and then maybe look to put Jesse Nelson on, possibly as the oh, I've done that wrong, haven't I? Maybe put Jesse Nelson on as the as a target man, maybe. Wondering if we do that. And then maybe go slightly more direct in our approach. Oh, I've not confirmed it. You know, sorry, I'm watching the match on my laptop, so I've got to kind of like lean over the top here. Let's see if that works. It's another draw, though. That's the problem, isn't it? Do you know what? Let's maybe go. Should we go route 1? Let's see if that helps. Maybe swap Maskell and Campbell over. Yeah. Let's do that. And there we go, positive with 15 minutes to go. Aguiar, Campbell goes past one. Oh, cuts back inside. Headley. Can we get the ball down the line? Can we cross in? Headley crosses it through. Oh, it's off the bar. And it's hooked away. And now the problem is, though, is that there's going to be a counter-attack. Right. So they're really coming into the game now, aren't they? Let's change that back for get that back cautious, I think. And maybe let's sit back into the let's go control possession. Let's just kind of try and smother the game now and see if we can hold out for the draw. And we've said we're going to try and hold. Said we want to win. Here's Contral. There's Nelson. Zimmer crossed in. Deflected. Cleared. Now it's Merthyr on the ball. Oh, Contral's in. Nelson's in. Campbell's off the bar. Oh, and then John goes down. No penalty. We've had opportunities, haven't we? We've had opportunities, but I don't think it's gonna be our day. 91 minutes. Merthyr come forward. Headed away by Lees. We lose the ball in the midfield. Oh. Ooh. And wait to hit one from distance that's come off the bar. Right. We get a point. How do we feel about that one, chat? How do we feel about a point there? We started brightly. We looked pretty decent. First half, we looked really, really good. Second half, they came into it, got themselves a point, and then had a couple of chances at the in the end of the second half. Couldn't quite get it over the line, sadly. Not terrible. Not terrible. Let's tell them trust the process. So, home form's more important. I just think it's look, ultimately it's we didn't lose. Yeah, that's what we need to think. We didn't lose. So it's another point rather than like 0 points. And Merthyr are ahead of us as well, so they've not gone too far ahead of us. Will Smith is now going to go up to 625 quid a week if he plays another match. Question is, how much of an influence has he been? Now, shall we hold off for now? Because that's a big jump in wages. And now Merthyr's chairperson's looking to step aside based off the back of that, probably based off the back of that result, to be honest. They went, look, if we can't beat Darlington, then like, there's no point me being here. But if you look at the board feedback, though, the board feedback is ecstatic. The supporters, they're satisfied. We're doing all right, apparently, according to the fans. Brandon Hall still upset. Hatfield still upset. So there is a little bit of dissatisfaction amongst the camp, which I guess might potentially filter through at some point. It might sort of cause a few issues, but for now, we have to kind of hope that it doesn't. Hope it doesn't sort of turn into anything too bad or distract too much. Sunderland just hit the post there as well. There's getting a bit of needle in this match now. There's been a few tackles flying in. I'm guessing Liverpool aren't particularly happy that they're not winning. More pressure on them than there is on us. Right, Chelmsford, oh great. Now we're playing top of the table. Okay, this is what it's all about now. Top of the table. So do we, and we're at home as well. Right, this might sound ridiculous, okay? But do we look to only go with one up top in this match? I know we said we want to be winning matches, but do we pack the midfield, add an extra body in, and try and sort of like really play that counter-attack, maybe work for set pieces and do it that way? Chelmsford in the north. Oh, I know, Croaky. Like, some of the teams that have got in the north are ridiculous. Like, they might as well have bloody Torquay, you know? It's, it makes no sense, does it? Because my question is, my problem is, I don't really think that these two strikers are getting too much say in the game, you know? Aguiar's doing fine. He's come in. He's done great. A couple of goals early doors. Contral's got a couple of goals, but just trying to get other players involved is going to be the issue, really, isn't it? Calisbury Jason, hope you're good, my friend. Welcome in. You know, but maybe we stick with Ntambwe. Maybe we put Jesse Nelson back in, use him as the focal point. I feel a bit invested in Sunderland in real life after watching the save. Bless you, Gundo. They're a good side in real life. They're a good side in real life. They weren't a good side in my save. I was really making them look poor. But in real life, it's a fun time. It's a fun time. Right, we've got Tonks is maybe on the decline, possibly. In this moment, yeah. Drummond. Yeah, Kane Drummond, 7 for finishing. It's just not good enough, is it, really? It's not going to get us anything. Jesse Nelson's training really well, so do we now put Jesse in place of Maskell? You know what? I don't see why not. I think he's been given. I think he's earned his opportunity. Matt, it must have been something to win promotion and relegation from the National League. You can't have an equal number going up or down. I don't know how they do it, Matt. I genuinely don't know. Maybe it is that, possibly. Or maybe it's just guesswork, which again could potentially be it. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Or do we put an extra defender in and maybe try and shore things up and go like 3 at the back? Is that possibly the way to do it? What do we reckon? Maybe we put Zimmer a little bit higher when we're in possession. Let Headley drop back. Keep him as a... maybe he can be an inverting fullback. Comes inside. Yeah. So maybe as it does, then shuffle us into a 3 when we're in possession. Then out of possession, he can move back across. Let's try that. See if that works. I don't really know, to be honest. I'm just guessing. Bedford in the National League North. They are, which again makes absolutely no sense either, does it? To be honest. And out of possession, maybe we drop Ntambwe. You know what? Let's drop Jesse Nelson in there at that point, and he can be the outlet. Another extra body in midfield. Out of possession. Is Brooks worth bringing in? Again, he's not really got the... he's not got any pace, has he? That's the problem. Right, let's see if we can do something here. First words here, and I'm just guessing. Oh, Trek, I know. Like, thing is, we're the draw specialists, right? And we've drawn 13 matches out of 31. We've only lost 8, yeah? Sunderland are 1-0 up. Hang on. Right. Well, I'm on 66 minutes at this point, so I've not seen that yet. So let's just hold this for 2 seconds. And we'll watch we'll watch what's going on now. Lefay as Talby. Pick that out. Go on. What a goal. What a goal. Come on. Have a bit of that. Yeah. Do you know what? That deserves a couple of dancing Jobs, actually. He's not with us anymore, but what a strike that is from Talby. Super Kev loves it as well. Of course he does. I think Slot is doing a brilliant job. Give him a 58-year contract. His football looks well easy. I told you the Premier League is shit, didn't I? And even if we end up drawing or losing now, then you know what? It is what it is at the end of the day. Yeah. And it's Van Dijk making another mistake. Oh. There you go. I tell you what, Van Dijk, yeah, you just give the ball away and then just stick your backside out. Yeah? Well done. There you go. Let's do the Van Dijk shuffle in the nightclubs, innit? Yeah. Another portion worth keeping an eye on position and familiarity. I mean, this all sounds like stuff that we're meant to know about. Yeah? I don't know what any of this really means. Here's where we are, though, right? Darlington versus Chelmsford. We're playing top of the table at home. The idea being we're going to be counter-attacking. We're going to soak up as much pressure as we can, which is probably going to be a lot. And then try and obviously hit on the break. Now, whether that works or not, we don't really know. But let's wait and see, shall we? Let's wait and see. And I'm wondering whether or not this diamond is the right shape. Maybe we have to adjust the shape again slightly. Maybe we go more 4-4-2. Maybe we have to go maybe 4-3-3. I mean, that's a bit adventurous for me, isn't it? That's like properly dazzling. Or do we go 4-5-1 and just try and draw our way to the end of the season and just go like, look, let's not lose any more games. We could maybe do that. Even a bit of Route 1 wouldn't go amiss, to be honest. Are there many things in life better than watching Man United and Liverpool struggle? I mean, look, Fraser, there's still 20 minutes to go before... Okay, so Szoboszlai's just going to push down Ballard in the area. We're not going to get a penalty. That seems reasonable. Seems absolutely fair. Absolutely fair. Absolutely fair. So 20 minutes in, we've not managed to concede a goal yet. Okay. I see Van Dijk's an interesting one because I said it in the summer. I was like, they needed to keep Trent and get rid of Van Dijk and Salah, and they've kept the wrong two. You know, because their drop off was going to be far more spectacular because of their age, and now you're paying huge wages for players who aren't at the top of their game, but you're paying them top of their game wages. So haul out to Zimmer. Now again, I think we've got him pushed a little bit too far forward when he's in possession, so I might have to move him back as well. Ball's gone through straight to the goalkeeper. As Hamilton nods it through. Lees nods it away. I don't want to have to drop back too much. Zimmer in with the tackle. Oh, he's got past that this time. And that time. And there's a goal. Oh well. There we go. Never mind. Never mind. VAR on top form tonight. It took 5 minutes to decide a Forest player was 2 feet offside at Wolves. Well, VAR always gets the right answer. So that's what ultimately is the best thing, isn't it? Yeah. VAR always gets the right result. Zimmer down the line. Well, I was going to say down the line. Just runs straight into De Silva and loses it. Been dispossessed. Hamilton tackled by Contral. Oh dear, oh dear. Good save. So we're doing well with this counter-attacking stuff. We are not getting forward at all. 0 shots. I think it's time for us to start moving forward a little bit. Possibly. Let's go for a controlled. Let's try and just get our foot on the ball a little bit, shall we? I mean, we're 1-0 down. We might as well try and keep going with that, shall we? Get stuck in off. Okay, see what the assistant says here, but oh, hang on, what have I got a highlight here, have we? There's Contral. No, we're not going to see it because obviously I've managed to click something. All right, half time, 0-0. Kev says, TJ, I'm still a bit bewildered that you managed to get Loki Doki to come on the podcast tomorrow. Can you please confirm you didn't just put a Loki Doki cutout on screen for an hour and a half? I can confirm Loki Doki was there for well over 2 hours, actually, because he also stayed around for Patreon as well. So if you haven't signed up for the FM show podcast, by which I mean, if you haven't checked it out on YouTube, tomorrow at lunchtime, there is absolutely an episode with Loki Doki. If you want to see the extra content we had with him, where we talk about his favourite saves, then you need to get yourself signed up to Patreon. So patreon.com/the FM Show Pod. And you'll also then see some bonus episodes come in soon from the United City FM. He's going to talk to us about his favourite saves. Llama's going to talk to us about his favourite saves. Traquino is probably going to come on and talk about his favourite saves, and we can get some time locked in as well. Yeah, so there's loads and loads of cool stuff over on Patreon. And of course, you get the public episode 24 hours before everybody else. In fact, it's more than 24 hours, really, because it's like 8 o'clock in the morning the day before. And the public episodes come out at 12. So that's what? I mean, at 28 hours. Sorry. Yeah, 28 hours ahead of everyone else. Yeah. So if you want to be ahead of the curve, you need to be get yourself Patreoned. Yeah. Peter Schmeichel's star jump is my favourite save. I think that could be it as well. Okay, let's talk about it. Did we sort out a title? Not yet, Chris. I'll upload it to Megaphone, and we'll just go from there. We'll try and work something out. Sure. Has anybody got a title for tomorrow's episode? I just say Loki Doki's on the podcast. That's probably a good enough title, isn't it? Bath are into the third round of the FA Cup. Nice. Okay, you know what? Let's start lumping it. Maybe stick it to the wings. If we got the wings, would that make sense? We haven't got anything on the wing though. Oh. Is everything okay with Loki Doki? Seems to be. Well, I don't know about right now, but you know what I mean? Like, oh, for the title. Okay, sorry, I thought it was just a question of concern. Is everything all right with him? I don't know. What's happened? He seemed fine. He seemed totally fine. Leeds are 3-1 up against Chelsea. Wow. Have a bit of that, Chelsea. Great tackle. Oh. Trek, I'm going to need some help here. Disallowed. Disallowed, that's fine. There's still plenty of time for Leeds to fuck it up. There is. There absolutely is. But what I need is, I need my... I need my team to start doing some more stuff as well. And Tambway's not having much of it, is he? So let's put Maskell on. Oh, actually, no, let's put Campbell on, actually. Lund can be replaced by Hatfield. No backseat managers. Zero width on the right. Zero width anywhere, I think. Yeah, I got Headley moving across to sort of like try and add some extra solidity in defence, but it didn't really seem to work. Is there anything? Is there not wing backs on auto again? Can I not just have that again? That's what I liked. Or full backs on automatic. Yeah, no backseating at all. Agreed. Pod title, it's nearly Christmas, so we decided to thaw out Loki. A Marvel play on words. Ah, I see this thing. I've not really watched a lot of the Marvel things, but that's a reference I do get though. I left with 4th in the form table. I come back and we've changed tactics. Things move fast in TJ land. We haven't changed that much, but yeah, it's just the way it works, isn't it, Llama? Like you blink and you miss it around here. So what? I mean, look, 1-0 against the top of the league isn't the worst result. It is obviously a defeat. Anyway, we stay 10 points behind Hereford. I say stay, we were 8, weren't we? Look, I'm using 3 tactics per half. I'm not criticising. Honestly, there's I don't really know. I don't really know where my main problems lie. Bar that, lack of goal scoring, that killer instinct, that, decisive touch. I don't know where else we want to change things. We haven't really got a lot of money, so maybe we can't go out and buy players. We've had a look for loans, but we've not really seen anyone that we like the look of on loan. So yeah, that's where we are at this moment in time. And players are now starting to, get out of contract, or their contracts are expiring. So we've obviously got to start thinking about next year and going, right, what are we going to do in terms of the rebuild for the club next year? Now, here we go. Josh Ayres, no wages at all. 14 for finishing, 14 to 18 for jumping reach, 6'6". That's a lone striker, isn't it? That's the sort of player that we want to be bringing in. We like the sound of that. And do you know what? What about this Kwai Foy? Let's have a look at him. Little Brazilian striker. And can we get a centre-back? Can we get another centre-back in here who's not dreadful? Again, that would be great. Greg Baker, decent at tackling. Oh, 1-1. Oh well, never mind. Is that Vert scoring? God, we must be bad. Yeah. Decent determination. Position is not brilliant. Jumping reach looks okay. Tom Marriott. Oscar Lund. What's happened here? Oh, it's a poor clearance, isn't it? Actually, he's done well. He's done well. There's also still plenty of time now for a Mo Salah 7th minute penalty. So let's not get ourselves too comfortable just yet, shall we? I'm only half an hour away, so I'll bob around and sort it out. Good idea. Good idea, Trek. Like a live tactics diagnosis. Max Swift. He is swift. 12 for acceleration. Whoa. There's flames coming off that boy. We're not going to pay anything. I know they want 120 quid, but we're not paying any of it. I cursed it. I did curse it. Well, look, it's, yeah, that's what I've just said. Yeah, Verts has just scored, so. I'm not taking the blame for things that happen in real football. I have very, very little control over that. Yeah. I mean, I love the idea in YouTube that someone thinks that Van Dijk's going to get sent off. Or Jason thinks Van Dijk's going to get sent off for handball. They're not going to send Van Dijk off, are they? At all. For anything. They'll find a way to keep him on the pitch. But I am, of course, now... well, am I concerned? Yeah, I can see how this is going to go now. Yeah. Scott Sykes doesn't look particularly quick. I mean, we're not going to get a penalty, let's be honest. We know that. Interesting bringing Brobby off as well, because I thought he looked pretty good up front and like had a bit of weight. Obviously got Isidore on there, who's now got a bit of pace, so great. And there's another player down with a head injury, so they're just going to keep playing because it's Sunderland. Yeah, just play on. It's just a head injury. It's just a head injury. You know what I mean? You don't need to bother about that, do you? Who was a player I saw here? It was Elliot Taylor. Could he play a few places? 6'3", could have some acceleration, anticipation of 1. That's not good, is it? Joseph McGinley, good marking, potentially determined. Spennymoor. Looks like he's out of contract at the end of the season as well, so maybe someone for us to look at. Just a little bit of brain damage. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just a little bit of CTE. Nothing major. Just, play on. If at any point, you do want to knock the ball out, that's fine, but you don't have to. And like you've got Sykes here, whose decision making is pretty good. Yeah. His bravery is potentially pretty good. But again, that acceleration's not great, is it? And unambitious as well. Doesn't need rocket science. It's just kicking a ball. Yeah. Well, actually, Homer, it is a little bit of rocket science. Evening, Kairos. Hope you're well. Welcome in. Evening, Pals Bro as well. Good to see you. Right, McGinley's gone in on trial, so we can have a little look at him to see what he looks like, shall we? Sykes was named after the dog in Midsummer Murders. Do you know what? If that's true, then I love that. It might not be. I don't know. It sounds very much like it's guesswork, but I'm here for it. I'm absolutely here for it. Yeah. Mm. Who have we got next? Filed. Where Filed in the league? They're 8th. Man, that's to tell them that we're probably better. Get that ball away. Right, they're saying that it has to be this. They have to have money or nothing. Well, look, we don't have any money, so you're not going to get it, right? Okay. You either take it or you leave it. And if you're leaving it, that's absolutely fine. If you're not, then, let's talk. He's in. Quafo is in. Brazilian striker. Little Brazilian striker from South Shields. Because why not? Why not? And Josh Ayres. And he's the bigger striker. So 6'6" target forward, and a 5'7", 19-year-old Brazilian. He's determined. He's got a little bit of pace. He can finish. He might turn out to be all right. We don't know. But Josh Ayres is a big lad. 6'6", jumping reach of 16, finishing of 14 as well, aggression of 15. I mean, do we get the ball to him? Try and work out what the best option is now. I think we have Ayres on for Ntambwe, have him as the target. Yeah. And maybe we put Campbell as the channel. Yeah. Let's do that. Drop Zimmer back. Have him as the... So we have to have him here, don't we, to be the advanced wing back. Get him to get forward when we're in possession. And we want Lund to step up as well when we're in possession. Then when we're out of possession, they drop back into this sort of... I don't know if they... have it like that, maybe. Even Ludu, good to see you, pal. How are we? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you're well. Trial can be a screener, maybe. Maybe that. Possibly. What about Hall? I mean, do you bring Hall back in? Keep him in? Redeem train stuff. Yeah. Let's do train stuff after this match, Chris. Let's see what we can do, shall we? Because there's a... The reason I'm saying that is because obviously we've got a match on, and obviously there's still 7 minutes of the Liverpool Sunderland game to go. So, and of course it took a deflection, absolutely, absolutely. So Filed at home, Darlington away. Let's see if we can get something. I mean, I feel like I'm saying this all the time in every match, you know, like I feel like we can get something. I hope we can get something. Filed 23rd in the form table, we're 9th. Let's go and make that count, shall we? The media have given us a lot of credit. Let's go and put on a worthy display. That's inspired them. Yeah, that's right. The media are saying you're doing all right. Let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah, let's have a bit more. Let's try and make this tactic look like an absolute monstrosity as well, to be honest. Filed in 8th there, 50 points. We're down in 15th, 43 points. 7 points, the difference between these two sides. We're running out of matches as well. Obviously, the concern is going to be if we miss out on the playoffs for a second season running, then what? Although, having said that, our board just wants us to avoid relegation. So, in a sense, the board are happy. Oh, go on, go on, go on. Oh, blocked, not quite on the line, but what a counter-attack from Sunderland. Jimmy giving the ball away again. It is, isn't it? Get the ball, get tackled. Oh, Aguiar's giving it away. Thornton clears it. Oof. Off the bar. That'll do. Away it goes. Jimmer with the ball. Throw in. Control. Jimmer whips it through. Ayres doesn't get anywhere near it. Headley. Jean. Lund. Deflected. Double deflection. Get in. Double deflection. That'll do. Come on, Adam Lund. What a goal that is. I'll take a bit of that. Fenton with the ball inside. Lund, 1 deflection, 2 deflections. Keeper's completely wrong-footed. In it goes. 1-0 Darlow. Jason says he wants some Japanese train station information. I mean, that is very specific, Jason. That is very, very niche, isn't it? Very niche indeed. Yeah. Hall launches it up. Ayres gets the head on it. Aguiar doesn't quite challenge for it though. Neither does Contral. And now it's going down the line. Oh, off the underside of the bar. And of course, oh, disallowed. Disallowed. That's fine. We live to fight another day. Maybe we have to take Jimmy off the advanced wing-back role. The match engine loves shots against the bar. It does. It absolutely does. RDF Tactics will be going berserk at the amount of times the woodwork's been hit. Lund gets it away. Campbell picks it up. Go on, Campbell. Go on, there you go. Go round. Pull back, Aguiar. What a counter-attack. 2-0. This is more like it. This is what we came for, isn't it? The odd match it works, it looks good. It doesn't work all the time, and it certainly doesn't look like it's going to work all the time. But a broken clock is right twice a day, right? So where does this put us? 46 points. 7 behind Hereford. It's that crucial second goal. Once we get that crucial 4th goal, horsepower, then I'll be confident. I'll be confident with a point. Until then, anything can happen. Oh, see what I mean? See? Oh, headed away. Someone come and get, look at all those blue shirts. They're just all bunching. They don't really know where they're supposed to be. See? They're just all like running around, just being like, oh, we'll all run to the ball. We'll all run to the ball like school kids. No rhyme or reason for it. And the highlight's going to go all the way back to last Tuesday, I think. Look at this. How many players there, and why have we not won the ball? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players around one individual. Dreadful defending. Full time. Right, we can turn that off now. You have my full attention. How many Darlow players that change a light bulb? Loads of them. They all just stand around watching. Yeah. What do we do now then if we're 2-1 up? Zimmer's out of possession again. So here's the thing, right? Whenever the ball drops, there's nobody in these spaces here, right? Like the centre backs are very, very narrow, very, very narrow. Because look at all this here. So there's Headley. He's a like out of possession. He's a fullback. Why is he there? Why is he inside? And then Hall shouldn't be beating at his near post as well. Dreadful, isn't it? Demand more. Berate. It's, yeah. Right. Throw the water bottle. That's exactly what we need to do, don't we? Yeah, go right. Now, water bottling. Because there's our fullback here. Right? Where's our pressing traps? Do we force them back inside, maybe? So your players will mark the opposition with wide players more aggressive. Can you go to player instructions and get them to stay wide or out of possession? I don't know. Kev, I don't know. But then what's going to happen is we all know that the second I do that, then those players are going to be running out to the touchline. They're going to be stood on the byline, getting chalk on their boots, and I'm going to be going, well, why are they out there? Do you know what I mean? Like, that's the concern, isn't it? So yeah. Maybe a waterboarding might be more appropriate. Maybe. Sod the water bottle, I'm throwing hands. I'm going to throw one of the players at them. I'll throw one of the substitutes and go, right, there you go. Catch him. 2-0 up. And now it's 2-2. Actually, let's see if we can focus the ball to... Where's pass reception into space? That's not really a thing, is it? Balanced. Float those crosses. Where's the ball? Where's the one where I can put... let's press a bit more. Where is it where you can distribute the ball to the target forward? Where's that? He's on 6'4" as well, so he's not exactly playing well. Goalkeeper instructions, yeah, but that's more about like the. I don't mind playing out from the back, but I guess if we're on counter attack, that's probably counterintuitive, isn't it? Because I was wondering whether or not there was a way you could focus your actual attack, but maybe it does come from the goalkeeper. Yeah, it's that distribution, isn't it? So it's to the target forward. Yeah, right. Okay, so it has to come from the goalkeeper. There we go. Anchor's just said, I wanted y'all take on something. I'm considering a new purchase. Go for it, Ank. What have we got? Anyone got an opinion on a potato ricer? Ank, get out. we can't have you around here. It's I'm sorry. These are not viewpoints that we condone on the FM show or the WFM show. In fact, look at them, they're all here. All of them, the potato ricers, which definitely sounds like a slur, and it's not meant to. But how are we, WFM show people? Are we well? If you're not, by the way, then, I mean, come on. You've had Thanksgiving, Hank. I'm sure you've had a wonderful time. Katie, I'm sure you're at least half a bottle deep for a podcast record. And Alice, well, Alice, you've got a new house. So, you know what? It's all exciting, isn't it? It's all exciting. But welcome in, hosts. Hope you're good. It's a pleasure to see you all. How was the record tonight? And are we expecting another absolute banger of an episode on Monday, I presume? Monday? So we're very, very excited to see how that one works. Monday is the one. Monday's the one. Good. And I make any statements, let's get some serious accusations out the way. It's fine, Zeke. You can make those statements, those accusations, whatever you want to do. 100%. It's all on you, mate. Aguiar, Maskell. Out to Campbell. Come on, Darlington. Campbell, back inside. Don't hit the crossbar. Campbell! Yes! There we go. 3-2. We were 2-0 up. We conceded 2 goals. We've managed to pull it back. Now it's 3-2. I'm not quite sure how. We've just sort of like bundled our way through a little bit there. Fenton John with the shot. Keeper blocks it, but Campbell's like, I'm still running forward. I'm just going to run into it if I have to. That makes it 3-2. Come on, Darlow. Not long left now. Can we start to nudge a little bit higher up in the league? Good draw for the Mackhams. Good draw for Liverpool. Chariot, I think you'll find. I think they're the ones that'll take a draw, not us. That dents our Champions League hopes. Yeah. Keeps Liverpool out of the relegation zone for another week, so they'll be happy about that. Does it keep Arnie Slot's job? That's the question, isn't it? Lots of talk that he had to get 6 points, against West Ham and Sunderland. And he's not got 6 points, has he? So, there we go. 3 points for Darlow. 3 points for Darlow. Who remembers what that feels like? We get it every now and again, don't we? A little bit like the flu. We get it every now and again and we go, oh, not sure how I feel about that. And there we go. 2-0 up, then 2-2, then 3-2. 3 points. Filed. Well, they were in 8th. And I think they are still in 8th, but that's what we want, isn't it? Brilliant. Campbell's persistence to not stop running gave us that goal. Absolutely, yeah. He ran into the clearance. Yeah. Be stupid for Liverpool to win the Premier League for only the second time and then sack their manager the next season. Yeah, but let's face it, they won the league because everyone else was crap last season. Like irrespective of how good they were, everybody else was also crap. Yeah. So you then don't put £500 million into a team and realise that you've made it worse. Yeah. So I think potentially the manager is the problem. Yeah, that's what I would say. He didn't tweak. He just sort of went, right, just you lot run away, go and do your thing, and everyone and all the other teams in the league were just a bit rubbish. Yeah, they lost to Plymouth, exactly. Yeah, do you know what I mean? So this is where they're at. This is where we're at. More water, says Jason. Absolutely. Slot's not getting sacked this season. I hope not, Peter. I hope they keep him. I think he's doing a brilliant job. If anything, I think they should give him a 27-year contract. Yeah. Liverpool also had lots of matches where they won or gained points in injury time. Now the roles are reversed. Yeah. Yeah. Interesting, isn't it? But there we go. That's the football chat done. That's the football chat done. Wasn't it fun? Wasn't it fun? Ollie Thompson. 11 for acceleration. Wow. There's a lot of 5'3" players I've noticed in this in this game. Not saying, that there shouldn't be 5'3" players, but there seems to be a disproportionately high amount of 5'3" players. Yeah. They would deplete the Coutinho money if we gave him that long. Well, you know what? I mean, eventually it's gonna dry up. It's gonna have to. The money's got to dry up eventually. When Liverpool start going, oh yeah, but we sold him in crypto though. Like, it's gonna end up in it. Has the train stuff happened yet? Not yet. It hasn't. It'll happen shortly. Dan, we just wanted to get to the end of the match just to sort of see how old Sunderland got on, and also we had quite a tense end of that match as well there, where it's like, hang on, are we going to actually win a game? So there you go, and we did, which is a surprise. Yeah. Kev says, I had 2 5'4" central defenders rotating in my Worthing team. It's definitely the FM of tiny giants. It really is, isn't it? It really is. We saw there's a Sunderland goalkeeper who's 5'3" that we saw, apparently 6'2" in real life. So I think the whoever's researched that has just went, I don't know. He's like, is he tall, or is he small, or is he far away? Like, we don't really know. It's very much that Father Ted episode. Yeah. Fiery Chariot, got yourself a ninja robot Hoover this weekend. Oh, now we're talking. Now the real conversations happened. The football's over. Let's start talking about domestic appliances. Come on. This is what we're all about. Yeah? Talk to me about a robot Hoover. Do I need one? Of course I do. Everyone needs a robot Hoover. Yeah. I haven't got a dog, but do you reckon thing is, all it'll do is end up hoovering up Pokemon cards and I'll be getting told off. Yeah. It always reminds me of that, of DJ Rumba in Parks and Rec, where Anzi Zazari's character's got a Rumba with an iPod on the top. Oh, Kings Lynn have sacked their manager. Offers made for Freddie Cook of Slough. 8 for acceleration, 15 for jumping reach. 6'3". Have they made bids to try and sign them? Yes, they have. He doesn't want to discuss a contract with us. That's understandable, Freddie. We're not going to give you a full-time contract, I'm afraid. Not at this moment in time. Not right now. Not now. Not anytime soon. How we finding Motown tonight as well, by the way. I'm trying to go through little different mixes of genres and trying to get the playlists curated to sort of like, cover most styles of most tastes. Chris isn't big on it. Chariot's loving it. Jason's already said he's having a good time with it. Just figured it want to be just something a little bit different vibe. Yeah. I mean, look at that combined tactic. Looks like an absolute monstrosity, doesn't it? It really does. It looks like an absolute mess. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't got a clue. Who are playing now? Chester are 5th. There's 7 points between us and Hereford. Hereford play Peterborough Sports. Kings Lynn are ahead of us. They play Hemel Hempstead. So they're both playing 2 teams that are below us. Great. Spennymoor play Merthyr, who are ahead of both of us, actually. Ratcliffe. Forgot about them. Where are Ratcliffe? Ratcliffe are away to Kettering, so they play each other. Fylde are playing Oxford, who again are below us. So Right, okay, so a couple of teams are playing it. So Merthyr, Spennymoor, Ratcliffe and Kettering, they all play each other. So it's interesting, therefore, then. Anything more than a draw between Merthyr and Spennymoor, that makes it harder for us to move up. Oh, it's all a bit tight, isn't it? It's all a bit tight, that's what she said. But yeah. Right, let's see. Chester away. It's usually a tough one, this one. They've gone 4-2-4. So I feel like our wing-backs are going to be under a lot of pressure. So I think they're going to be playing wide, so then maybe we've got to go wide as well. Honestly, you'd expect them to play wide if they've got some width. Maybe we need to consider that. Possibly. But Chester are 5th. So that's worth noting as well. That they are 5th. So let's see where that goes, shall we? See what added pressure that brings to the game. Because yeah, we might go wider. We might go for the distribute to target forward. Where's the board want us to finish? The board are happy for us to avoid relegation, Oxlow, which is weird because last year with our old board they said they wanted mid-table. Then we had a takeover and then they were like, look, just don't get relegated. And I was like, I'm fairly sure I can do that. Like, not 100% confident, but fairly sure that I could avoid relegation. So I like the fact that they're giving me a year to rebuild, establish, find out where we are, and then go try to avoid relegation. Yeah, it was probably more try, yeah. So I have tried not to get relegated, and so far, we're not getting relegated so far. I'm not saying that it's always going to be like that, but, you know, there is a possibility. Aguiar gets the flick on. Jimmer, great ball. Aguiar picks it up. Oh, sells the fullback. Cattrall. Lund over the top. That was a decent bit of play, wasn't it? It almost looked like we knew what we were doing there. Let's get that distribution actually to the big lad. 6 shots now. 51% possession. That's not bad for counter-attacking. Headley's on a 6-4. And tiring. And he's been booked. Aguiar's on a 6-5. Campbell's on a 6-5. So maybe Headley for Myers-Smith in the second half. You can change the right back. Launch forward. Campbell's not going to win that header. Declan Weeks lays it off. Ooh, it's okay. That's fine. That's fine. Let's just... We can allow that. That's not a problem. Let's go more direct. Let's go wider as well. And let's also press a bit more, I think. Oof. I mean, that was instantly the response of, no, TJ, don't press those buttons. Wasn't it? Cattrall gives the ball away. Oh, wins it back, though. And then loses it again. Great. That'll do. Go on, Jimmy. Give the free kick away. That's fine now. Everyone just make sure that they line up nicely. Half time, 0-0. We can take 0-0. 0-0's fine. Let's go back to what we had though. So maybe go more standard width. Do we want to drop off more? I don't know if we do or not, really. Like, I can see the benefit of it, but I also think that let's be disciplined as well at this moment in time. Although we will probably have to let the handbrake off at some point. Let's put Myers-Smith on for Headley. There's that fullback position changing. Yeah, let's see what's what. I mean, Cantrell's doing fine. Lund's doing fine. John's doing fine. They're not really doing a great deal, are they? If we're being honest. Maybe make him the playmaker, possibly. Let him do some more things. I mean, we're going to lack that outlet on the right, possibly. Don't know, maybe try and get John to do something. We do need a playmaker in the middle. We haven't really got one. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. That's ridiculous. Just cut us open easily, so easily, didn't they? Oh. I didn't think we tweaked that much. All it did was put us back to where we were before half time. But maybe that's the problem. There we go, Declan Weeks, free kick. These usually end up in the back of the net, don't they? Not this time. Let's go. Let's launch it. Right, we're going route 1, everyone. Time to go up. Okay. Get it launched. Tuny, our lads played well. Great way fans, best at Anfield all season. Yeah, yeah. I believe that. I think Liverpool will be happy with a point. Seemed to draw seemed a fair result, I think. I mean, if only Isidore had scored at the end. There's Campbell, though. The ball's gone through. Campbell, Campbell, finish it. Oh! Just wanted it to drop to someone who knew where the goal was. That would have been helpful. Swap Ayres for Nelson. Aguiar's on a 6-2 and tiring, so right, now it's time to bring him off as well. Put Maskell on and I'll drop Campbell back into that number 10 role. Rotate them round. Here's Hall. Hall's free kick. Where's it gonna go? Is it gonna go straight to a Chester player? More than likely. There you go. And again, we're just gonna run past the player, let him cut inside, and I know there's not been a data update. I know there's not been a match engine tweak, but can't help but look again at fullbacks and wingbacks just being caught out of possession so many times. Same animation, the fullback just stops, looks around, winger cuts inside. Happens far too frequently. Far too frequently. Yeah. It's like, you know, what are we supposed to do at that point? It's like, is that what's going to happen all the time? Seemingly so. Cross in. Jimmy at the back post. He's never scoring that. He's a fullback. Oh, what a waste. What a waste. Right, so all this means is it's going to be another season where we're not in the playoffs, I think. 46 points. Hereford are still on 53. It just feels like there's too much to make up. 7 points. Just like, how do we start to claw back this 7-point deficit? Just not getting those wins. I can't see where the wins are going to come from. I know we've just had one, but it's the inconsistency that's going to do us at the end of the day, innit? Yeah, inconsistency. Far too much of it. And the thing is, like, you know, for me, this is sort of how I think the game should be. Like, I think that this is how the game should work. You shouldn't be able to just like go, right, first season, bit of a struggle, second season, walk the league. But what I am now, at the position I am right now, is I just want to get to the summer now and rip this team apart and start again. Because I'm conscious of like trying to change the tactic yet again. Do you know what I mean? I don't know whether we just do that. I don't know whether we just rip the tactic out yet again and go, fine, let's just try something different. Like, have we looked any better with London in the centre midfield? No, not really. You know, are we any better with width? No, not really. I don't really think Ayres has come in and made a great impact, has he? I know it's going to take him a bit of time to get used to it, but we haven't really got time. We need him to be. We need someone to get in and get some goals. Let's have Control as just a normal centre midfielder. And John's not a playmaker, is he? 10 for passing, 10 for vision. Control, 7 for vision, 10 for passing. Lund, 7 for vision, 9 for passing. I mean, this explains why we are where we are. Like, you know, like, this is exactly why we are where we are, but it's also let's put Control back there, Aguiar there, Campbell there, then that can be our defensive shape. I don't know. Genuinely, I just think I'm just pushing buttons and hoping for the best. Like I think the idea of changing the system to in and out of possession, brilliant, love it, great, really, really good idea. However, I don't know if I'm the right person for this system. Like, You know, I'm not sure it's but it's certainly not designed with me in mind, put it that way. We're just throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks. Pretty much. And do you know what? I'm not against calling that and saying that's exactly what we're doing. Right, Hatfield's trying to force his move away. He is, but at the end of the day, nobody wants him because he's on reasonable wages and he's out of contract in the summer. So I don't know whether we try and move him out and then replace him or what, but here's Dennis Cohn. Acceleration, first touch, passing. Yes, we want this guy. Make loan offer for no pounds. Great. Yeah, get him in. No idea who he is. The media have said he's good, so right. Brandon Hall's announced that he's leaving at the end of the season. I mean, Brandon, we know you're leaving at the end of the season. You're currently on the transfer list, so like you can leave now if you want. You know, you can. You can see it's 16 and 16. You're actually making some element of improvement. But if you're desperate to go, then go on, jump away. Like we'll get some money for you. But I don't imagine that you're going to want to leave, are you? That's the problem. I think you're going to want to hold out for that 600 quid a week. Yeah? I mean, to be honest, he's not going anywhere. he doesn't want to go. No one's looking after him. No one's looking at him. So, fine. Let's leave it where it is. Yeah. Even George, how are you, buddy? Just seen the Sunderland score. Yeah, I know. Disappointing, isn't it? 2 points dropped, to be honest. But never mind. We'd have taken a draw at the start of the season, so got to look at it that way. But it is disappointing when you're chasing the Champions League to draw. But it's an away game at the end of the day. You know, if we lose at the Stadium of Light, it's a different matter entirely. You got to win your home games, but you can probably just about make do with fine. You know what? Go and take a draw. Brighton Villa took years off my life. What did it finish, Hank? It was like 17-15 or something last time I looked. It was like a basketball score. Ridiculous. 4-3 Villa. Wow. Well, Brighton were 2-0 up as well, weren't they? Then it was like 4-2 Villa. Same as the Fulham Man City game. Yeah, we were saying that. Like, I played Dads v Dads football last night, and it was 5-1 Man City when I started my match, and then it was 5-4 when it finished. So I was like, that's decent. That's not a bad game. Yeah, the neutrals are happy. Absolutely. Zimas got hurt 2 days after scoring his first league goal. Oh no, so that's the problem. Like you're not going to be happy with that, are you? This is the problem, man, because Zimas is your man. He's your guy. Right? Darla versus Oxford City. 3 points, please. 3 points, please, Darlo. Let's bounce back from that Chester defeat. Let's show everyone what we're made of. It looks like we might even have sunshine to do it in. Yeah, potentially no rain, which is a sight to behold in Darlington, to be honest. Can we play on a dry pitch? Who knows? Who knows? Poor little lad, we know, Hank, yeah, absolutely. Poor fella. Ball's dropped for John. It's gone close. It's gone close. Apologies for just shouting down the back. John! So what I do like to do is I like to shout biblical names down the microphone. Matthew! Ezekiel! Is this the second season? This is the second season I get. Usually what happens is I like to make a playoff charge 5 seasons in. So first 5 seasons are really just me. It's the prologue, really, of the save. So we're just setting our stall up. We're getting ourselves nice and comfortable, bedding ourselves in. We're not in a rush, right? Getting cozy in the National League North. Exactly. Making ourselves comfortable. Yeah? Headley whips it in. Aguiar heads it off the bar, and then we just watch and just look and go like, oh, look at that. That's really interesting. There's a football sat there. Big Taff man, the first 5 seasons are setting up the story before the real action starts. Exactly, Taff. Exactly. This is the thing. It's all about that, isn't it? Hope you're well, though, my friend. Nice to see you. You should all go and follow Big Taff man, by the way. He's a wonderful, wonderful human being. Great streamer. Variety streamer. Does loads of stuff for charity. And also, part of the reason I do this, so go and follow him and say, look, Taff, why did you tell him to go and stream? You know, you shouldn't have helped him. We're now stuck with him 4 years later. So I'm not, we're not blaming you directly, Taff, but you did help set everything up and just go, you do this, this, this. And I'm like, okay, you could have sabotaged it from day one, but you're just too nice. You're just too nice. Exactly, Hank. Up the prologues. All about the prologues. Oh, here we go. Corner comes in. Cleared away. Not cleared very far, though. Not away again. That's fine. Here we go. You're doing a dance-a-thon on Friday for War Child. Very different content over on your channel. Right, there we go. That's where we are on Friday, then. We're going to go and watch Llama at lunchtime in his push for partner. And then we're off to watch Taff dance for War Child. Presumably, it's just dance till you drop, right? I'm guessing. Jason Zimas is a promising, good footballer, but Paux Konstantidilias is Greece's most shining gem. Amazing footballer. Well, we know all about Greek football, don't we? We are very, very familiar with Greek football after last year. And also, we still are angry about with Larissa. So, damn you, Larissa. Is it a little bit like the dancing reverend on Father Ted? Just keeps dancing, just keeps dancing. I'm at an event on Tuesday where Miles is on as well. Everyone's pissed off now. Maybe see if you can get Miles involved in the dance-a-thon, Taff. That could work. That'd be fun. Ask him about his sashimi guy. Miles, where's your sashimi guy? Like, where does one find a sashimi guy? It's a great question, Hank. That was a wild GQ article, that one, wasn't it? Like, it felt very much, it felt very Brent, wasn't it? Like, Brent mused. Jacobson tucked into another sushi roll. Homer Simpson, hunger strike dancing. Can you ask Miles to restart his food blog? Oh, for God's sake. Right, playoffs are over, everyone. Go home. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see. There's just more Darlington stupidity. Oh, God. Crossed in then. I mean, look, there's nobody there. There's nobody there chasing back. Don't make me do set pieces. Don't make me try and look at, training or whatever. I'm not doing it. You can't make me. is the beta patch this week, or does anyone know any fancy shouts? I mean, I've been shouting demand more and encourage, and it hasn't really seemed to be working, Jason, to be honest. So maybe the patch will come this week. That could be it, but at this point, who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who cares? I don't know. Something will happen somewhere on the lines. Some of the players need a holiday for the rest of the season. Could be right. But we did say, try not to get relegated. And I suppose technically we are trying to not get relegated. I don't really think that the diamond is the one anymore, is it? I don't think it's that. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Try not to get promoted more, like, yeah, am I right? Am I right? Great cross. Nobody there. Nobody there at all. We've got 3 strikers. None of them are even that far towards the goal. Like, why? They're all like sort of a bit unaware as to whether they should be there or not. Who's my favourite player on the game this year? Who's my favourite player of the save so far? Jesse Nelson's my favourite player so far. Based on last season's performances. Based on this season's performances, not so much. But there's another defeat. Another defeat. It's time from Oxford. They're 17th. Yeah. I can feel the playoffs slipping away. Oh, now the players are getting disenchanted. This is only going to go one way, innit? I can see where this is going to go. Yeah. I see where this is going to go. Yeah, console's in and we lose game. That'll be it. That'll be it. Have you been here all this time, console? Yeah. Nice to see you in a way. Hope you're good. Yes, Jesse Nelson's the guy that we gave the debut to last year. He's got a bit of an ego now on him in real life. I got a message from the other striker actually today going like, how's the save going? I haven't got the heart to tell him. Just like, it's going great. Going good. Going really, really good. I wonder whether Leroy Lita would come back. You know, I know he's retired, but it wouldn't be worse than what you've got right now, surely. Oh, what are we? Oh, what's the? I don't know. Evening, Arsenal. How are you, pal? Nice to see you. Back from the match, ready to check out some Darlow. Well, I think it's now time for checking out some Darlow. Get the Darlow in your life. Where's Aguiar play? He likes to play behind. You've been hiding away again. Good. It's a good idea. It's like the Darlington players are comfortable playing in the lower leagues forever. They are a little bit, aren't they? But which is fine, and I've got no problem with that. Yeah, I've got no problem with them playing in the lower leagues forever. You know, if anything, I'm quite comfortable there. That works for me. You know, but as long as I'm all right with that, like, as long as I know, and I've not got to try and start looking at something else, then yeah, fine. Let's just stay in the lower leagues. It's going to be all right. We can make our bed. We can get ourselves nice and comfortable. You know, it's when I'm now starting to look at this, thinking, right, well, hang on. You know, now what? There's Dennis Cohn from Sheffield Wednesday. I mean, it gets to the point when he is one of the better players, isn't it? I don't even know. I don't even know whether or not these players that we're bringing in are even better than what we've got. Like, it's just different levels of crap, isn't it? Really, to be honest. Um, yeah, so we've got crap players, and we've got like really crap players, and then we've got, oh, do you know what? I'm not sure if they're that crap. And then we've got oh yeah, they are a bit crap, but we like them as well. Can't beat 4-4-2. I mean, I approve of the sentiment, but we haven't got any wide players, Tristan, so that could be a concern. Unless we just decide, you know what, stick the kids in and go, right, have we got any wide players in the youth setup? I mean, they can't be any worse than the players we've got right now, surely, in the first team. I mean, he's fast. Nicky Vert. Unambitious. Brilliant. I mean, look, it sits nicely with me, Taff. 4-4-2. It feels very me. What I'm worried about is if I end up having to play a 4-2-3-1 and go, do you know what? Let's just 4-2-3-1 it, get out of the division, and then worry about it next season. Because that's a thing that could happen as well. I don't know. Do we take the counter-attacking off? Do we try and be a bit more aggressive? Get to the wingers and the strikers. One tall, one small. That's the spirit. That's the spirit. I mean, it all makes sense, doesn't it? It makes complete sense. I've never seen a single line out of possession tactic yet. How does that work? What do you mean, single line? To defend the middle? What? I don't know what. Like, console. Ask this in questions that I might understand. What do you mean? It's very narrow. Yeah, it is very narrow. It's very narrow in possession as well. Because I haven't got any wide players, that's why. Yeah, we haven't got wide players, so we haven't got anything out there. So we're trying to play with what we've got, really. How does it work in practice? I don't know. It doesn't work in practice. It doesn't work in anything, theory or practice. It very much works with, we don't have anything else. This is how it's going to have to be. So try and, well, actually, I should really be trying to funnel players in to the middle. Yeah. We want to funnel them all in the middle and make it where it's boxy, but it works as a concept of a tactic. I don't think it does. See, I think even conceptually, it doesn't really work. Yeah. Give up the wings and defend the width of the penalty box. Yeah, I mean, yeah, whatever that means. Yeah. Yeah. This is the problem as well. That there's lots of football words that I'm not really au fait with at this moment in time. You know, Stinger's going to nick it and make it work. Good. Get someone to make it work. That'll be brilliant. We love a bit of that. Even Mad Sadness, how are you, buddy? Welcome in. But ultimately, the main thing is are we having fun? And at the minute, I would say, good evening, Mad Scientist. No, it's all about trying to tell stories. And that's what Football Manager is. It's a story game. It's not about understanding tactics and working out what they mean. It's about, hey, TJ, tell us about that time you've spent 5 seasons in the National League North just about managing to get a positive goal difference. Can you tell us about that? And I'll be like, I can tell you about that. Let me tell you about that. We come for fun. Fun first, wins second. Sometimes wins are about 4th or 5th, really. Yeah. We come for fun. Then we have tier lists, some training information, which we will get to as well. Then wins. Buxton away from home. Buxton away. With Mr. Just Ham in goal as well. It's Joey Barton. Joey Barton's in charge. We can't lose to a Joey Barton managed side, can we? That would be shocking. It's raining again, though. Don't worry. Accents are also closed first, and biscuit chat. Yeah, there is that. And generally plugging my wares for content elsewhere in the internet. Giving up a bit of the ball here. We've had a shot. Touchline shouts are back soon. Do you know what, Mad? If it doesn't change everything, then I'm going to be... then I'm just going to say, you know what was the point? Genuinely. I'm not 100% sure they should come back, to be honest, because if they don't work, why are they coming back? And if they're not any different, then they should have just been in from the start. So... yeah, I'm not... I can see why people are happy, but I also don't really know why they're doing it. Where's it going to go on the screen? No idea. It would make sense to have it down here, I guess. But, I mean, given the fact that the dugout stuff's up there, who knows? Could be anywhere. Could be under the scoreboard that's in the middle of the screen. Oh, why have we given away a penalty? Oh well, here we go again. Here we go again on my own. So, right. I stick by the take of I want them, even if they did absolutely nothing mechanical whatsoever. Let me shout into the void, it's my right, and they need to make all of the shouts work with different outcomes. I'm sure people only ever used encourage praise and demand more. I never used praise because it never worked for me. So, never, ever, ever worked. What is next week, console? What is next week? Second week of December. Real winners berate. Damn right. Damn right. I don't know what next week is. I'm confused. It's not the Battle of the Boyne. I know that much. It's your sister-in-law's actual 50th birthday. Guess where we're going out? Are you going out for food and drinks? Oh, look at that. FM console out on the lash. Loving a bit of that. But the thing is, though, that was the birthday that you weren't allowed to go to Slough for, wasn't it? Because you had the pre-party at your house from months ago. Yes, that's the one. That's the one. Because everyone celebrates birthdays months in advance, right? Not the Boyne again. Tell me William of Orange hasn't come back to life again. No, do you know what? I don't know, Zeep. I don't know. But for some reason, the Google Calendar seems to have it in all the time. And I'm uneducated as to the to what went down with it. So I'm aware I've potentially made a faux pas by mentioning it in the first place. But just saying, I'm not going to celebrate it if it is indeed a celebration. I don't know. And far be it from me to make a political and historical faux pas. Yeah? Far be it from me. Clancy, I got asked by someone who plays 90 minutes on Football Manager. That. I'm out. I'm out. That person who plays 90 minutes on Football Manager is an idiot. Whatever question he's asked, just ignore him. Right, do you know what I mean? If you've got that little in your life that you'll go, do you know what? I'm going to play this for 90 minutes. Honestly, like, what on earth are you doing? You need to have a word with yourself. And that is not normal person behavior. Yeah. More. I mean, I wouldn't go that far, Clancy, but, well, yeah. Man, that's a fairly offensive word you've used there, but it does unfortunately, probably, cover a lot of bases. Oh, piss off. Oh. Do you remember earlier when I said, like, are we having fun? And I went, yeah, sure, why not? I take it back. I take it back. I don't know what we're having now. Are we having a breakdown now? Maybe. Yeah, look at that. There's another defeat. Another defeat. 46 points for us. Hereford on 57 now. It's 11 points. It's it's not great, is it? It's not great. We've come for despair. Yeah. If that's what you're here for, then we've got it. We've got despair. going to be a thing, isn't it, where we're going to have to start to... we are going to have to look at this tactic, I think. Aaron McCarty, I hope that the shouts have a free text box which shows above your manager's head. They absolutely will not have a free text box. I can guarantee that right now. There is no way that they'll do that. Because essentially, all people want really is just to call another manager a prick. Yeah. Rich says, happy with the result tonight, though. What a shame we didn't win it at the end. Bring on Man City. Yeah. We could have won it. We could have won it. As I say, it's 2 points dropped as far as I'm concerned. Yeah. But yeah, Liverpool will take a point. We'll have to take a point. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do with our side? This diamond doesn't quite sit right with me. But I'm looking at this thinking, well, who am I even gonna drop? Like, because part of me thinks we could do that, which isn't really going to help our goal scoring. Because again, that's very, 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 very narrow as well, isn't it? Or if we do... Oh God. Oh my. Oh. I think I'm going to be sick in my mouth. Oh. Oh, Jesus. Ugh. Oh, no. Please. Someone stop me from this monstrosity. This is like registered sex offender behavior, isn't it? Oh. Just can't. It shouldn't even be a thing. This should be like hard drives at dawn. Oh God, I feel like I'm violating myself. You could play 2-3-5. We could. Do you know what, Hank? I absolutely couldn't. Like other people could. I bet you I can't. What the actual fuck is this? It's a 4-2-3-1, isn't it? It's fucking disgusting. It's disgusting. Oh, I hate my life. This shouldn't be a thing. Like, oh, look, it's the potato ricer. I'm putting the ball at the middle. Yeah, pretty much. I blame the 4-3-2-1 football from a 3 Zoom. I mean, we could do 2-4-3-1. So in possession, you could have players there like that. And then Lund could drop back, and then Contral could be the box to box, maybe. Get up and about. Can you switch for a second to the view that shows where your player's influence on the pitch? But that one. Like that. We're getting adventurous. No, we're getting desperate. Fury is what we're doing. I get up for 5 minutes. We've got a Quasimodo tactic. Yeah. We just, do you know what? I might as well have my breakdown now. Rouge, why not? Because where's Campbell? Like, look, Cantrell, where's he gone? Cantrell's gone missing. What's happened? What's happened? Look, it's not. Right. We're doing some experimenting, right? I don't want to do a 4-2-3-1, okay? Okay, I don't want to do it. Isn't this season finished anyway? We're 15th. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So we could potentially try something a little bit silly. I'm not saying it's a good idea, but I'm just saying we could. We could. So and then out of possession, then you got Campbell and you got Aguiar there. And then John, maybe. Actually, should he be pressing as well, maybe? Or just have one normal. Continue there. I've never managed to make Route 1 work with its experimenting, my only tactic. I mean, this could maybe be a thing. Possibly. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't like it either. I know. I don't, but do you know what? Let's just see. Like, what have we got to lose at this point, other than another match? And it's against Spennymoor, so it's a local derby, right? And yeah, let's. Are we going Route 1, or are we going countering? We're at home. We might as well go Route 1. Why not? Let's attack. Let's go. Let's be positive. Let's try. Yeah, hold our noses, press continue. Look, it's either going to be incredible and we're going to be like, oh, TJ Tactics is back, or it's going to be one of the worst things we've ever seen and we're going to lose heavily. And then I can say, do you know what? I told you that 4-2-3-1 is the devil. And as such, it should be burnt to the ground. Do you tweak opposition instructions off every time? I've never touched opposition instructions, Llama. That's also probably part of the reason that it's not working. I don't get myself involved in that sort of thing. And the reason I don't get involved in that sort of thing is because I don't really know what any of it means. Okay, and that's just me being honest. You know, I haven't got a clue. So Do opposition instructions. I guarantee you win the next match. What instructions? Just kick them. Kick them. That's the only instruction I need. The instruction is, do you know what? Don't let them buggers beat you. That's what it is. Okay, I mean, it just looks a mess. That's what your assistants are for. Yeah, exactly. Like, that's their job. I think I've told them to kick the ball, didn't I? Get stuck in, see? Get stuck in. It's already there. So they should know. They should know what to do. The tactic makes sense. Don't say that, Chris. Don't say that. Don't start walking around using words like common sense and, oh yeah, logic and all that sort of stuff. Halfback is iffy. Yeah, but I mean, it could all. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, people have said it's going to work. This is the problem. Yeah. Common sense is not welcome. Switch Campbell to the left on. Why? Why not? Oh, he's in the wrong position. That's right. Yeah. Right. There we go. Right. Clancy, appreciate the follow. Very kind. I'm just thinking if Lund's the halfback, he's dropping back to actually give us some extra help defensively. That's my only thinking. Let's go with it. See what we've got. If it works, great. If it doesn't work, never mind. If it works, I'm going to feel disgusted. 4-0 down at 25 minutes. More than likely, Chaser. More than likely. It's the big derby match. It's the big one. Darlington at home to Spennymoor. We've got to go for it. We've got to try and make the fans happy, surely, with our new, incredibly disgusting 4-2-3-1 formation. Oh, no. Oh, I can't believe I'm doing a 4-2-3-1. Just... I'm not a religious man, but pray for me. Oh no. Let's see what we can let's see what we've got up our sleeves, shall we? Or more importantly, what Spennymoor have got up their sleeves. We're going to lump it forward and hope for the best. It'll be fine. Terms and conditions apply. Campbell. Back post. Maskell goes for it. Contral wins it. Headley. Floats in. No one's there. Campbell picks it up. Oh, close. Very close. Oh, yeah. Llama says 2 of this might worry you, but one of those AMs to an MC, and that's my in possession formation. You're doomed. Oh dear. If I've got a llama formation going on, have I? This will be fine. This will be fine. This will be absolutely fine. At the minute, 0-0. This is okay, right? See, I had a complete meltdown trying to type. Don't worry, Llama. I tend to have a meltdown as I'm busy playing. Rugio with a wonderful thing, gifting the sub out to Clancy. Rugio, appreciate that. Thank you very much for doing that. And unfortunately, Clancy is now officially part of the squad. So there we go. You wonderful human being, Rugio. Thank you for that. 0-0. We're winning the XG battle. That's the real quiz. That's the real quiz. Tell me that's not Emmanuel Dennis playing for Spennymoor. Who's Emmanuel Dennis? Lund's on a 6-5. So who's that? Hatfield, unsure about himself. Great. No adverts for a month. There you go. Look at that. Rougeau's got it. The ex-Watford striker. Les Dennis's son. That's the one. Oh, here we go. Here comes Spenny. Get bodies back. Get bodies back. Oh dear. Oh dear. Good block. Brilliant defending. Heroic defending. Oh dear. It's more Spenny pressure. Do we maybe ditch the route one and go control possession, or do we go counter-attack at this point? Because they're getting forward. Bollocks! Oh dear. Great, there's our defenders not being able to head the ball again. 57-year-old Glenn Taylor. It's little more than a flesh wound at this point. Right, let's look at it this way. I need a defensive mid. Actually, can you be a deep line playmaker? That's what I want. Right. An advanced playmaker. Right, switch you two over. Let's do that. Then Maskell for Ntambwe. Let's try that, see if that works. I mean, Cameron has to start in goal, I'm afraid, because of the fact that I've upset Hall again. Aguiar free kick over the top. Oh, have I not done the out of possession things again? Honestly, this is such a shit system. Like, no, it's fine there. They're probably meant to do something, I don't know. Probably makes sense. Aguiar's frustrated now. Great. That really helps. Yeah, I might have to change the route one because it's not really working, is it? At the minute. In fact, we haven't got the ball. I don't know whether that's an issue with the players or not, but if you could tell them to calm down. I know. Imagine. Right, Aguiar's having a shocker, so yeah, maybe Aguiar comes off. Oh, come off it. Not another red card. It's going to be, isn't it? Oh, for God's sake. Like, honestly. I just... I'm lost for words here. I'm absolutely lost for words here. I don't know. I just don't know. I just don't know. What is the point? What is the point? Oh well. We go on till midnight, Clancy. We go until midnight. Then the fun doesn't stop till then. We've got to go. Quite a few of our players have been more unsure because they've been asked to be more cautious than they used to. We've got positive mentality. How is that cautious? This game don't make no sense. None of it makes sense. It's becoming more frustrating than it's maybe meant to be. So, yeah, another defeat. There we go. That's... Oh, it's all a bit too predictable now, isn't it? Really? We know we're going to lose, so... Yeah, might as well just upset them all as well. Great. Let's send the assistant. We're not going to the press conference. Yeah, the players have down tools. So, what's the form looking like tonight? Has been it's just been defeat. It's just can't see it getting better. Is it time to execute the stragglers? I think so. We were predicted to finish 16th, so we're not like behind or anything, but it's just a bit. It's that thing you kind of think, oh, you know what? It would be good if we could do a bit better than what we were expected. That would be good. So it's yeah, it's not worse than what it was meant to be, but it's just I haven't scored for 5 games. Yeah, that's right, we haven't. I'll take that sub back off you. This is why I'm saying things are bad. Yeah, if we'd have actually managed to make it better, then we wouldn't be in this situation, would we? We wouldn't be complaining. We wouldn't be in a 4-2-3-1 if things were going well. Yeah. This is the problem. Yeah. Give in to the meta. I'm not giving in to meta now. Fuck that. Get rid of it. 4-2-3-1's going. What's my shooting looking like? Wayward, mainly off the crossbar, to be honest. Mainly off the crossbar. I didn't give you the sub. I didn't give you it. Rugio did. I'll make him take it off you, though. I'll see if there's a way of doing it. Dive in. Look, look, we're just going to get to the end of the season at some point. It won't be tonight. It'll be this week. I don't even think they can shoot themselves in the foot, Carl. I don't think they're good enough. I think they'll miss. So we're going to get to the end of the season on Friday. And at that point, it's going to be, right, line up at the door, all of yous. You're going out, one by one. 3 strikers are my best bet. Obviously, if I had 3 good strikers, can you bring some emergency January striker loanees? I mean, we're in March, Hank, so that's probably gonna sort of like put the January issue to bed. But also as well, it's we've brought players in on loan. We've brought players. Oh, sorry, no, yeah, we've done the American thing. Sorry, yeah. Can we still get relegated? I don't think so, but maybe if I really try, possibly. I don't think we can get relegated. I haven't tried to do the maths on it yet. 46 points, 28 points. Mathematically we can, but I don't think the idea of us doing it is going to happen. I don't think we're getting in the playoffs though. We've got 14 points to make up now. It's too much. We've now lost that. I've got a big target forward. I have brought one in. He doesn't look very good. He doesn't really seem to have done what we need to do. And plus, we've changed things once, and now it's like, well, do I stick with that? Do I change it again? I don't know. I don't know. A few tweaks out of possession, and we can have it working. Do you reckon? Why the sudden shock of form? What changed? We turned the computer off. That was the problem. Unfortunately, that is a well-known issue. So if you turn the computer off, bad things happen. Let the assistant choose the out of possession rules. No, assistant's not doing anything. Like, it's bad enough that I don't know what I'm doing, yeah. But then I'm not getting to the point where I'm just letting the assistant do quick picks, yeah. We do concede a lot of our crosses down the wing back side, yeah. So we do need new wing backs for next year. Desperate times calls for desperate back seating. Never. Back seating is never required. We will go down. We'll go down however it has to be. Like, you know, it's a sinking ship. All we do is change the record, right? Everything else is going to be the same. Let's put hairs up top. As a target forward, get the ball to him. How many players are defending the flanks? No, but just the wing backs really is the problem. Strange damn man crawled out of a bog and told me that 2-3-5 is great in this league. It maybe. I mean, weirder things have happened at sea, I suppose. I don't know. Maybe on Friday. Maybe Friday there might be a little bit more like, oh hey, that's interesting. You know. I said 20 to midnight on a Wednesday. I'm not. My mindset is very much closed off at this point. Kings Lynn away. Let's see what we can do. There's gotta be something, surely. Really, innit? You know what I mean? I think ultimately we've got some issues that have been addressed, really. We've got no pace, right? Our defenders are really slow. Our centre-backs are really slow. Up front, we don't really have quality. Yeah? We've brought Aguiar in, who's been brilliant. He's been pretty decent. But Contral and Lund in the centre midfield haven't really been as good as I was hoping for. So there is a little bit of that. There's a little bit of, you know, my tactic maybe isn't good enough. maybe I was a little bit narrow-minded in the summer when I thought let's recruit for a diamond, and maybe in hindsight I should have brought some wide players in to give us some options. That would have allowed us a bit more fluidity, changing things up a little bit. So that's on me, I'll take that. But I think the summer recruitment is going to be fun. It's going to be fun. We can change things up a lot in the summer. In terms of percentages, how much do we think is going to move? I would say 5 first teamers out, maybe. Maybe 6. I guess it depends on what's available, really. Like, I could say, like, if 11 better players are available, then ideally we want 11 better players in. But, oh, unlucky. But, like, we need 2 new centre-backs. Or at least 1 centre-back with a lot of pace. We've got 2 very slow centre-backs. We need a gritty midfielder. We need a creative midfielder. Are we going to play with some wide players? If so, we need to bring them in. That's a great hit. And then ultimately, we need someone who's going to put the ball in the net consistently as well. Budgets are going to be a problem. You're right, Dan. But it's only a problem if we don't recruit properly. So, you know, we could just try and steer it more towards loans than buying players. Maybe that's it. Possibly. I guess we'll wait and see. As what's that? But yeah, I don't know. Pens and paper on Friday. That's where we're at. Yeah, I imagine the budgets aren't going to be great, but and again, we can only really loan in what's available, and if there's no one really available to loan, then again we're going to struggle with that as well. So I guess we've got that to think about. Oh, and then you've got goals like that you concede, where it's sort of like thinking there's not a great deal you can do about that. Yeah, we've cleared the ball. Great, we've done the hard work, hard bit. But then firing it straight back in. And there's at this level, the accuracy to cross the ball to the back post on the half, on the volley. I mean, you're never going to see that in real life. Yeah, there's not a lot you can do against that. We give away another free kick. At least it's half time. We're not going to concede from it, but that's okay. Right. John's knackered. Let's push boy in. Let's go Brazilian box, I suppose. What does that make him do in defence? He's not doing that, that's for certain. It still looks disgusting, by the way, seeing a 4-2-3-1 in any shape. Actually, could I put Campbell there? try that. Aguilar. Boy. Blocked away. Not on the counter-attack. Oh, come off it. I can't believe this. I genuinely can't believe this. I don't think for 1 second that they would go straight down the other end and score. It's just new levels of unbelievable, isn't it? Like, I don't know. I don't know. Brooks, put your head up, put your head up. Foy's just put it wide. What song have we got on now? Heatwave. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I'm into my spiral at this point, right? I can just see us like going into that, you know, and down we go. You would have given up by now. This is what makes me different, Clancy. I don't give up. I double down. I make this worse for everybody. Yeah. The easy option is giving up. Yeah. The easy option is giving up. Not me. I look and go, do you know what? This could be disgusting. I could really make this horrible. Yeah. Get fired like a real manager. Exactly, Zeep. Not a pussy. You know what I mean? Oh, I think I'll just leave and start a new save with Real Madrid. Nah, not me. I get sacked and then get offered a job at the lowest team that's available. It's another defeat. It's like a broken record, isn't it? Oh well. We've got the TJ way. You know, the easy way, the hard way, and the TJ way. There's just I don't know. I don't understand how they scored from that counter attack. I really don't. Like, we could potentially do with where's the team meeting button? Where's that? Right, where's the bit where they tell you that you can have a team meeting because things have gone badly? Where's that? Hold team meeting. Right. Heads up. That's what we want. Right, stop being shit, lads. It's all about the narrative. Oh yeah, just wait. Just wait. In 6 years' time, when we get promoted via a penalty shootout in the playoffs, this'll all be worth it. This'll all be worth it. Yeah. How many games left? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah. It's character building. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Do you know what I mean? Inspire the lads with your refusal to quit. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah. We don't quit. We don't quit. Jima's got another 2-match ban. Seems unfair. You get to games much quicker and much better for streaming. Yeah, exactly, yeah. What's the point of prolonging the sadness? Yeah? You're going to get to the bit where people get to see you lose. That's the bit. You don't be sat there like, going through, oh, I wonder what his progressive passes over the last 45 games were, and I'm going to add that to my sprint. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Get to the games. Get to the games. Lose the games. Ask why you've lost. Repeat. Yeah. That's how real managers do it. Oh, but I think I'm lacking immersion. Immersion's what you've got on your heat, on your boiler. Yeah. I care about progressive passes, I swear. Yeah. I've heard it all now, Hank. Yeah. I mean, you might like progressive passes, I'm not even going to pretend that I know what that is, right? All of you sat there going, oh, look, I've got an athletic subscription for £7 a year. Yeah, good. Who reads it? Nobody. Real managers watch more than key highlights. Real managers don't play Football Manager. Do you know what I mean? So let's look at this. I don't know if you're aware of this, Clancy, but I'm not a real Football Manager. I used to be a comedian. And it does make sense at this moment of time watching this right now. You go, yeah, comedian would make sense actually. The only stat I care about is determination. Exactly. These players aren't running for the shirt. Why are they here? And none of these players are doing that. None of them. None of them. They're all out. Get rid of a lot of them. Bunch of nonsenses. Should manage Tottenham. Don't want to manage Tottenham. Got enough sadness in my life here. Work rate. Determination. Fitness. No point seeing progressive pass data when your players can't do it. Yeah. That's the thing. It's just I can draw. I'll draw on a piece of paper now. 0. There. Would be a good bit to base your some recruitment, not solely on determination, work rate, and teamwork. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how you do that without using attributes, though. In the sense, like we can't search by number because I don't like to do that because that feels a bit cheating. Do you know what I mean? Like, but yeah, you should be able to do it somewhere. Look the boys in the eyes. Yeah. Would you die for this person? Look to your left. Look to your right. That's what we're asking. Near Midnight Jameson. There's a Midnight Jameson meltdown. I'm here for it. Yeah. We've got here quicker than we thought, to be honest, didn't we? Right, final roll of the dice. The madman does the same thing again and again and again. Yeah. Get the loans in and raid that list. Real managers wouldn't raid loan lists. Yeah. You'd still have to scout the players. You'd still have to try and work out who was who, right? But let's not forget, this isn't real. None of this is real. This is a video game. None of this is real at all. Yeah. Darlington versus Kettering is a massive match. A huge match. Yeah? It is a huge match. Just a goal. A goal would be nice. We haven't scored a goal for ages. Oh. Yeah. Immersion is holding yourself underwater in the bath. I've just said I'm not a real manager. Of course I'm not a real manager, Clancy. Can I just double check? Do you believe do you think I'm a real manager? Oh God, you are very much mistaken. I'm terribly sorry if I've ruined that for you. Yeah. Going into work tomorrow, going, hey lads, you don't believe this. I was watching an actual manager play Football Manager last night. Don't. What you need to do, I saw this comedian on Football Manager last night. He wasn't very good. You can do that. This podcast's great though. We had a good time watching him. He didn't want to hear what I had to say in terms of like tactical suggestions. He was like, nah, I've got this. And you know what? He didn't got this, but he was convinced he did. And everyone else around him just went, he doesn't know. He doesn't know either. Yeah. There's just no telling him. There's no telling him. Oh, look, there's a progressive pass. There's another one. There's been two this week. Oh, there's another one. Goal! Josh Ayres. Oh, Clancy, shut up, man. Like, I've already told you I haven't got any wide players. I know this. That's why we're not playing wide players. We don't have any. Where's that sign? Tap the sign. Tap the sign. Right, get us a, we need to get that no back seating emote. It's got to go in there. Yeah. We have a goal. Right, Josh Ayres has scored the goal of the month already. Yeah. Just by default for actually scoring. It's difficult, isn't it, to sort of to tell new people, go, around here, we don't really talk a lot of Football Manager. We don't really talk a lot of football. It's a tricky sell, isn't it? It's like, you know, I've got all these great ideas. We're going to do it our own way. But that might not work. We know it's not going to work, but we're going to do it our own way. Right? Trust me, it's more fun this way. In a less fun way. Yeah. Oh, great save. Great save, actually. We're one of the odd teams that's goal of the month has to be our own goal. Yeah. We like the misery. Exactly, MCG. You can go and watch Zealand win. You know, you can go and watch Kev win or Work the Space win. If you want to see some real misery, you stick around here. Yeah. No back seating means no back seating. It does, but the rules apparently aren't clear. Apparently there's ambiguity in it. We're not here to watch a master at work, let's put it like that. I mean, that's harsh, Tim, but yeah. Not a master tactician, anyway. A master of narrative structure and vibes. Yeah. I'm like an entertainment wizard. There you go. Happy times. Happy. See, I can praise you now. You're doing well. Is it reasonable for me to blame the Motown soundtrack? Uh-oh. Don't trust streamers that win all the time with their tactics and good judgment. Yeah. Don't want to catch that nonsense, do we? You know what I mean? You're not alarming. This isn't Motown Monday. It's obviously the problem. That could be it, actually. That could be it. Motown on a Wednesday. It don't make any sense, does it? It should be Wu-Tang Wednesday. Oh. Oh well. And we're back. Well, we're back. And we're back. Oh. Oh well. Oh, and here we go again. Here we go. It's nicely headed away by Headley, but more pressure. Oh, here we go. And Tambway's away. We brought him on for Campbell, by the way. Go on, get at them. Get at them. Oh. Almost, right. Brooks is going to have to come off because he's not playing very well either. Myers Smith on will switch him and Headley around. I'll remember to change it on the out of possession as well. Because, of course, we'd just let them both run freely, wouldn't we? Yeah, points better than no points, right? Control, Ayres, Control, forward to Ntambwe, who looks like a bright spark. Balls at the top. Tambwe can't get there. And of course, we can't get the second ball either. So we're going to concede now, I reckon. Oh, at least give away a free kick. Let's just watch this one play out, shall we? Oh. That was an effort on target. Oh. I can't believe I'm disappointed that we've got a point. The way that the form's gone this evening. To have a point. We should be celebrating that and going, that's brilliant. But... And Kettering are above us as well, way above us. But it just feels a bit unfair, doesn't it? Yeah. So chasing our first win in 6. Oh dear. Look, it'll be fine, right? We're not going to go down. Okay? We're going to make sure we stay up. We've got... The bugs happened with the fixtures. We've got some games left, right? However many matches it's going to be. We'll wait until the bug decides how many games we've got left. We've played 39, so we've got 7 games left. It wasn't a loss, and we scored. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Yeah, 15 points now between us and Hereford. We're probably not going to get to the playoffs. Okay? For the first time ever, I actually think they need an easy mode. No. This is the way we do it. This is the way we do it. It's hard and it's unpleasant. That's what she said. But that's what we're going to do. Right? Let's come back on Friday. Okay? Let's come back on Friday. And let's go and see San Maggio now. Right? It's been a pleasure. Thank you for hanging out, as always. Love you all. Speak to you on Friday. I'll get that no backseat emote done. And we'll hopefully do some recruitment Friday. Okay? Take it easy, everyone. All the best. Bye now.